Welcome back to High Stakes. I'm Kevin, the newest member of the team. Elevate your betting strategy by subscribing to our channel, ensuring you never miss out on our daily content. For exclusive access to premium betting picks, join our Patreon. Find the link in the comment section below. Stay ahead with High Stakes. Seattle Mariners versus Houston Astros. Seattle has the fewest amount of hits while they are hitting .233 in the second half of the season. I expect the Astros to take it to the Mariners early and continue their run of good form. My team pick is Houston Astros minus 1.5 runs. With that double whammy, this should be a low-scoring game where Seattle can't score, but they are keeping the Astros away from the scoreboard too. My total pick is under 8.5 runs. Chicago Cubs versus Philadelphia Phillies. The Cubs have been hitting softer in September, and Assad has been tossing on the erratic side of things both on the road and under the lights. Look for the Philly train to keep on chugging. My team pick is Philadelphia moneyline. After tallying just 3 runs in 3 games, look for Chicago to make some noise here. My total pick is over 8 runs. Milwaukee Brewers versus Pittsburgh Pirates. The Milwaukee Brewers have shown commendable resilience this season, boasting a solid 81-76 record against the run line. Their prowess is particularly evident on the road, where they hold an impressive 43-36 record. Following a win, the Brewers maintain their competitive edge with a 46-43 record against the run line. Having covered the run line in their last game and in 6 of their last 12, the Brewers are proving to be a reliable choice for bettors. As they gear up for the playoffs, smart money is certainly on the Brewers to continue their strong performance. My team pick is Milwaukee Brewers minus 1.5 runs. With the Brewers' potent lineup facing a lackluster Pirates defense, combined with these consistent over trends, Game 2 of this late-season series is a clear over bet. Savvy sports bettors should confidently opt for the over in this matchup. My total pick is over 7.5 runs. Tampa Bay Rays versus Detroit Tigers. Most people would have called you crazy if you said that we'd have a meaningful late September baseball game featuring the Rays and Tigers. However, this is a pivotal game, as both teams can still make the postseason. With that being said, I have to ride with the Rays on the money line. My team pick is Tampa Bay Rays money line. Offense is ranked 22nd or lower in OPS on the season, so I'm expecting runs to be at a premium in this one. My total pick is under Kansas City Royals versus Washington Nationals. The bullpens are a massive divide as well, and the Royals are 12th in the bigs with a 3.49 reliever ERA, while the Nationals are 26th with a 4.92 bullpen ERA. My team pick is Kansas City Royals to win. The offenses have been ice cold as of late, with the Royals scoring 0.75 runs in their previous 4 games, while the Nationals are averaging 2.4 runs in their last 5. My total pick is under Cincinnati Reds versus Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland will get the Cincy bullpen, while the Reds will not do the same, facing a Guardians bullpen that leads the majors in bullpen ERA. While Cleveland may rest some key players, they will still get the W in this game, sending the Reds to their 3rd loss in a row. My team pick is Guardians to win. The Cincy bullpen will give up some runs, but not a lot, and add that to good outings from both starters, and you get a low-scoring game. So the under is the pick. My total pick is under 8 runs. Boston Red Sox versus Toronto Blue Jays. That record includes a perfect 5-0 mark for the Red Sox in 5 games in Toronto this season. And after Richard Fitz allowed just 2 hits and no earned runs in his only career start on the road, expect Boston to continue their fight for a wild card spot with a big win in this one. My team pick is Boston to win. For the Red Sox, the under sits at 6-4 in their last 10 overall games, with just over 3 runs allowed per game in their last 7 away from home. And for the Blue Jays, the under sits at 7-3 in their last 10 overall, with the team averaging just over 3 runs per game in that stretch. My total pick is under 8.5 runs. Baltimore Orioles versus New York Yankees. The Yankees have a fairly comfortable lead over the Orioles in the division, but both teams still want to be victorious in this contest. Eflin will outperform Cortez, and the Orioles will win this meeting. My team pick is Baltimore Orioles money line. Baltimore has been excellent on offense this season. They are in the top 5 in the league in runs, hits, home runs, RBIs, SLG, and OPS. New York has been good on offense this season. They rank in the top 10 or just outside the top 10 in runs, hits, home runs, RBI, walks, strikeouts, batting average, OBP, SLG, and OPS. Both teams have an excellent offense, and this will be a higher scoring game. My total pick is over 7.5 runs. New York Mets versus Atlanta Braves. The potential Cy Young winner has raised the stakes in the playoffs, and this should be treated as a playoff game. Atlanta has a top 10 bullpen in terms of ERA, while the Mets are 25th in the league. With the home crowd behind them, I expect them to come alive on offense and have the goal to knock Peterson out of the game ASAP. My team pick is Atlanta Braves minus 1.5 runs. Atlanta is 91.59 on the under this year, including 6-2 in their last 8. The Mets have scored 2 runs or less in 3 of their last 4 games. My title pick is under 7.5 runs. Miami Marlins versus Minnesota Twins. When looking at how these teams have pitched throughout September, the gap continues to spread as Miami ranks 29th with a 5.61 team ERA in 20 games, while Minnesota is 24th with a 4.53 team ERA in 21 games. My team pick is Minnesota Twins minus 1.5 runs. Throughout the season, these teams have been struggling a bit with runners in scoring position, as Minnesota is tied with the Chicago Cubs for 16th in baseball with a .744 team OPS in those at-bats, while Miami is 23rd in the big leagues with a .696 team OPS in those situations. My total pick is under 8.5 runs. Los Angeles Angels versus Chicago White Sox. The White Sox are just 25-54 at home this year, one of the worst home records in baseball, and have consistently shown an inability to finish games strong. Meanwhile, the Angels, despite their disappointing season, have a lineup that still has more pop and more to prove, with Neto leading from shortstop. The Angels just took 2 of 3 from the Sox last week, proving they can handle Chicago, just like the rest of the league has all season. My team pick is Los Angeles Angels to win. The Angels, playing out the string of a disappointing season, aren't likely to suddenly explode offensively against a White Sox team that, while poor, still has flashes of decent pitching, particularly with how they've played in low-scoring contests. When you also consider the end-of-season fatigue factor, where teams lacking postseason motivation typically see a drop in offensive intensity, the likelihood of a slugfest seems even less likely than this being next year's ALCS. My total pick is under 8.5 runs. St. Louis Cardinals versus Colorado Rockies. Colorado scored 5 runs or more in 5 of their last 6 games against St. Louis. The Cardinals have not been effective playing away from St. Louis in 2024, losing at a 53.3% clip. They have lost their previous 2 series on the road, including a 3-game sweep at the hands of the Blue Jays in Toronto last week. The Rockies have the offensive edge in this contest, ranking 4th in the league in slugging percentage at home versus 21st on the road for the Cardinals. The stats and trends strongly support a comfortable home win for the Rockies on Wednesday. My team pick is Colorado money line. Both squads rank in the bottom half of the league in multiple offensive categories, so the odds either team scores quickly in bunches are low. The Cardinals' pitching staff ranks in the league's top half in several key pitching categories, so look for them to limit Colorado's offensive production. The Rockies have gone under the run total in 3 of their previous 4 games at Coors, and they have limited their opponents to 2 runs in 2 of their last 3. Most signs point to a lower scoring affair in Colorado in the second game of the series. My total pick is under. San Francisco Giants versus Arizona Diamondbacks. Mason Black has not been good through his first 8 games in the majors, and things will not be easy for him against this Arizona lineup. Zach Gallen has been good this year, though not great, but has been particularly good recently. My team pick is Diamondbacks minus 1.5 runs. The Giants' pitching has been their calling card, but Mason Black has a 5.88 ERA coming into this one, which balloons to 6.75 on the road. While Zach Gallen has been solid this year, he has not been his usual dominant self, and the Giants should be able to score at least a few runs to ensure the overcashes. My total pick is over 8.5 runs. Texas Rangers versus Oakland Athletics. Both Texas and Oakland have struggled this season, but with Brasso on the mound, this is a good spot to take the A's to get a win in their second last game in Oakland ever. My team pick is Athletics money line. Brasso has pitched well as of late, and with the extra foul territory, that will lead to a couple more outs and for the under to cash. My total pick is under. San Diego Padres versus Los Angeles Dodgers. I think a lot of people may side with the Padres because they are the underdog, but the Dodgers seem to play better in Game 2s this season. And as much as the Padres want to take the top spot in the National League from the Dodgers want to retain it for themselves. My team pick is Los Angeles Moneyline. Meanwhile, in Jack Flaherty's last 5 games at home, he has an ERA of only 2.64 with him, allowing no runs in his last home game. This is going to be a pitching battle and will come down to who can find a weakness in the defense. My total pick is under 7.5 runs.